right, so all eyes are on Khabib Nurmagomedov. Daniel, as your former teammate makes his return to competition here tonight, a lot of us felt like this moment would not materialize. He's chasing 30-0 now.
He's chasing 30-0. I mean, he's one of the only guys to get out of this thing clean. Nobody goes undefeated unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The guy has fought the best. He is a guy that lets you know what his intentions are, and he goes out there and he works the game plan. He's going to get in your face. He's going to try to overwhelm you with his wrestling. And you look at his boy Hasbulla in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov looking for a big night.
The Dagestani social media legend Hasbulla Magomedov in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Well, you can argue this is the single hardest belt in the UFC to defend. The UFC's lightweight division has long been a murderer's row, and this champion's latest challenger looks like he could come through and upset the apple cart.
We were talking to him the other day, and I asked him about the fight. He goes, DC, nothing surprises me, because every time I go in there, I fight the toughest, scariest opponent. I understand my opponent's good, but I'm the champion for a reason, and I intend for it to stay that way.
Seemed like he had a great training camp, a great weight cut, and even though there are definite stylistic challenges in front of him here tonight, told us on Thursday in the fighter meeting, skill for skill, I'm better than this guy everywhere, and I'm going to prove it in a big way in front of this capacity crowd tonight. Our tale of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, the
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go. He won his last fight by TKO, and a lot of pressure on him to do the same here tonight. This is one of the more powerful champions this division has seen in recent memory, and given the way the last fight went, the expectations have been elevated as to just how far this guy can take it. We'll see if he can defend the belt successfully here tonight. Oh, that's a nice strike there by Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, Khabib Nurmagomedov is not only a wrestler, he's a full-on mixed martial artist now, and it showed in that exchange.
All right, didn't take us long to get our first clinch situation here. Some wrestlers pursue the takedown at distance. This guy has no issues trying to get it out of this clinch situation.
No, he loves this clinch because he's got a great inside-out trip. He does a good job of changing his levels to get to the hips. He's just a good fighter from in close. He has spent a lifetime developing his skills. He wants to impose his will on his opponents from this position. I give one, I take one. You give one, you take one. That's how this fight is being played out. Oh,
another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Got the single collar tie. And they separate after exiting the clinch.
What a punch.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Eats a jab there. Takedown attempt starting to pile up. Efficient with that jab, doubles up on it now. Now he's got the single collar in the clinch. Targeting the body with the kick now. Under 90 seconds to go. Well, he misses with the left punch there. Takedown defense is there. Oh, he scored with that uppercut. That's a solid punch. That one definitely got through. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Nurmagomedov gets hit with that hook shot there. He's got to be careful and not allow the offense to follow up here.
More strikes to the head. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, looking to land the leg kick, but unable to find the target. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Push kick there to the body. Big left hook coming, it's blocked.
He gets to the single collar tie, look down and drive and move his opponent to find openings to land that free hand. Oh, nice kick. But he needs to check one of these kicks. He has to discourage him from throwing this kick over and over again.
Another strike hits that eye area, and it is there. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much. Oh, just opening up on him now. Oh.
Couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find a shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the butt that would end the night.
Bleeding now, nasty cut on his nose. Under 2 minutes here to go in round two.
Oh, he separates from the clinch.
Good job by the defense to prevent that shot from getting through. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Khabib's got a bruise appearing on that left side right now. You got to think that body investment is going to pay dividends later. Big shots being landed on both sides here. That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate Khabib Nurmagomedov, DC.
You're so worried about the wrestling that when the hands come, you're not expecting it. And Khabib lands early and he lands off.
So a much different approach from him here in round two. It took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round two. Beautiful touches, split the guard. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beat Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. Lands a good combination. 10 minutes in the can. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
No defensive intent, no defensive intensity. No attention to his defense, and this costing him. Now he's dealing with a massive cut over his eye, and that's going to make it hard for him to see. He's got to change something, man. He's got to.
You ready? You ready? Let's do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Oh, no pad on the foot. That's a solid kick right there. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Nurmagomedov. All right, well, that blow is busting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
You know, we are talking about a guy with a super high fight IQ. So when you give him that blood, that crimson red is nothing more than something that inspires him to continue doing what he's doing. So you have got to change something. You got to get your head moving so you're not taking too much damage to that cut.
Well, some might describe this as critical condition. That eye is absolutely mangled. I wouldn't be surprised to see us get a stoppage here soon.
Yeah, I mean, John, you look at his face. He's been beaten up for a very long time. I could see the doctor coming into the ring, looking at the cut and saying, I've seen enough.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. You see a Tweety-bird over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And he's back to his feet. Good sign for him there. Well, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this athlete right now?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that, where a guy is just...
Oh! That's gonna do it!
Holy smokes!
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
All right, here's Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 49 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Bernard.
All right, so there he is, the still undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, and certainly getting the title defended with style points here tonight. He's your winner by knockout.
He's just a great fighter. He does everything the right way, lands a beautiful shot to end the fight, keeps his belt. You can see the big smile as he celebrates with his family and his friends and his coaches. Congratulations to the champ.
All right, well, he's been there before, but he hasn't done that. This lightweight contender worked exceedingly hard to get back to a championship setting, and this may be his last title shot if he doesn't get the win tonight.
Yeah, you can't not get there twice. When you're there, you got to win it, or you don't get the opportunity again. This guy put his head down and went right back to work from the moment he heard and still. He said that at some point, we would put the belt around his waist. He would put in the work. He would prepare. He's back here now, John, and he intends to be the champion.
And when you suffer a setback, there are two ways to go. And this man went on the right trajectory. Really good to see him get back here, and now we find out if he's got the goods to be a champion. Well, if you want to talk about a division being the glamour division in this modern era, maybe it's lightweight, and this is the man they are all chasing, the undisputed king at 155 pounds.
He's the champion of the world, the lightweight champion, a very difficult belt to capture. This is one of those titles that when you start, it seems like the journey is so long, it's so daunting, because those champions are tremendous. This guy knew from day one that one day he would hold that championship belt. He got there, and he has been defending it valiantly. He's a tremendous champion, and he loves the opportunity to once again prove that he's the best.
And it is interesting to look back at some of his early days in the UFC compared to this version. Night and day, we'll see how it goes for the champion here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Rafael And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Lightweight Champion of the World,
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion out of the red corner. Many of you remember his title defense not all that long ago. He won it by knockout. And most of the guys, the #1 contender types who have risen to a title shot, have succumbed to his power. They think they know what it feels like, and then all of a sudden they get in the octagon, and they just can't take the pop. So we'll see how he handles this particular challenge here tonight. Certainly an outstanding grappler who could pose some different challenges if we hit the canvas. He told us his game plan is to avoid the mat at all costs. Oh, good work with the jab there.
Beautiful, beautiful. Keep that pressure up for me now.
All right, now touches him with that left hand.
We're still in this. Keep moving.
And now that jab starting to get established.
Flying knee gets to the target. Beautiful flying knee to the head.
Hook to the head there by Khabib. With conviction to the body.
Oh, nice. Nice.
We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round.
Got the hook in quickly.
Oh, and he lands again.
Come on, man. I need more punches. Let's go.
And that one certainly found the target. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. And he's landing them upside his opponent's head over and over again. Oh!
Oh, he is stunned, drunk driving out there. We'll see if he can recover.
Oh, nice body shot.
Hook is there again. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You got to think he's going to continue to attack the body with all of his strikes.
Well, his opponent has not done anything to deter him. He should keep doing this, keep going to the well until his opponent finds an answer, because right now, he seems lost to it.
Oh, real nice shot to the head in the clinch there.
He's back in the clinch. Watch for the knees to start to come down.
Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, roundhouse kick. Style points on that one. Man, this is crazy, DC. These fighters are not trying to just touch each other. They're trying to put each other out with every shot.
John, with every shot, these guys are trying to end the fight. What a start.
Khabib's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action, and if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. Oh, what a head kick there as it lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night. Oh, my goodness, these boys are going at it.
That punch was deflected. Nicely done. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
And doing work with the jab. Winded up on the right there to no avail. All right, there it is, another strike targeting that damaged area on the body. Is this a game plan thing, or perhaps trying to set something up high later?
Well, I think it all works together. You get the hands to start to drop, and then when those hands drop, you go over the top with that head kick. But beating up the body sets up the attacks up top, and that is exactly what this guy is doing.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Oh, nice jab by Khabib.
He's throwing these punches in combination, really dictating the face of his opponent. Oh, back and forth we go.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground. He can fight in the stand-up. But he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're
Trying to get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Big right hand there. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of
Oh, we're getting a finish here. I mean, how about those signifying the end of the round, and he heads back to the stool, and hopefully he can stay in this fight because that is a severe cut that he's dealing with right now. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding, but if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different, though, because even though the blood isn't going in your eye, every time you get hit there, it's horrible.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautiful done by Khabib. Both fighters throwing heat now. Khabib's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut's not getting any better. We got the best cut men in the game. Gotta think they're gonna be busy in between rounds.
Straight punch lands.
He's throwing bombs every time they come in.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Oh, nasty cut there, right on the bridge of the nose.
Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Trying to land the elbow there to no avail. Khabib's cut on his cheek is nasty, leaky. That thing is leaking bad now. Back and forth we go. Big power shot there. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Pretty good strike there, but not a ton of meat on the bone. Kind of looks like me at the Boca Raton boxing district.
He's used everything he could early in the fight, and now he's just surviving.
All right, so when is too much too much? I mean, I'm not sure I need to see this fighter absorb any further damage here tonight.
It's okay if his corner or the ringside position calls a stop to this thing. He has been battered, he has been beaten, and the result is not going to change.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Getting him out here.
Nicely done. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle.
Oh, he might be in trouble here.
He's bridging.
Oh, no way he got out.
He was able to create enough space to get his chest back flat on the mat and defend that arm triangle. Unbelievable.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, it was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
That's the biggest shot right thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
And back to his feet. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Khabib's a this fight stop. At the very least, you got to think they're calling in the ringside physician between rounds. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now. That's tight. Oh, he got out!
He actually bridged, got his hips up in the air, used his momentum to take him back towards his opponent's feet, chest down to the mat to get out of that deep submission attempt.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth. The submission defense wins this transition. Triangle choke getting very close. All he got to do now is pass that on to the opposite side. He's gonna take off here.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Khabib's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the...
Oh, now he's back up.
Oh, big left. Just out of range with that left hook. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every... Oh! That'll do it!
Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. We get the official decision with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Bernard.
All right, so there he is, the still undisputed UFC lightweight champion. And when you're taking on lightweight #1 contender types and knocking them out like this, just scary to think just how high the ceiling is for this young man.
Lightweight is the deepest division in the entire UFC, and if you can reign atop it like this young man has, it tells you how truly special he is. Congratulations on another great performance.